my Archon or something, but they're like, no, it's fine. I'm like, all right. So yeah, that's why it's my favorite. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got yelled at for accidentally saying that during a looping session when I was like 8, because it was before like casual cursing at all. Was like you couldn't say damn, you couldn't say God, you couldn't say, and I accidentally said it, and then there were, all of a sudden people were like, and I was like, what just happened? What did I do? Oh, yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
You can't even say it in Walla. They might hear it in the. Okay, we'll do it again. All right, welcome.
Alright, so I'm kind of short, so whatever.
You can tilt the mic down.
Yeah.
You're allowed to touch it.
Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna do this in different voices because, yeah, I just want to prove my point. So, like, what age do you have to be to become a voice actor? And, like, my second question is, what are your guys' opinions on the Genshin fandom?
I mean, I've only had really pleasant experiences with the Genshin fandom, so like I think y'all are wonderful personally. Everyone's been so kind to me. As far as like what age, like I think like you can start like if you have like a parent involved, like, you can start like at any age. Like there's like even like babies that need to like goo goo gaga like and stuff, you know.
I mean, I have a podcast, so maybe I could start there.
Yeah, there's a wonderful website, not just for you guys, but for anybody who's interested that did not exist when I was 15 and I sat down to Google. It's iwanttobeiavoiceactor.com. There is so much information on there. It's brilliant.
D. Bradley Baker is the writer of the website, and he did all of the character and critter and creature noises in Avatar, and is in pretty much everything ever made. So
Yeah.
it's a good place to start. But yeah, you can start. I would say reading is helpful. So basically, that was something that helped me get booked when I was like 5, 6, 7, is because they could give me a script and I could read it, and they wouldn't have to help me. That's a pretty big deal. So I would say if you can make that happen somehow, that's a plus. But otherwise, as young as you want.
And also, I agree with everything that's been said so far. As well as opinions on the Genshin fan base. Like everyone's been super nice, and it's been great. But I will also say that there's no real maximum age to voice acting either. Like you can start as late as it's not even late, but like I think that there's a character for any voice, no matter how young or old they are. So like even if you're on the older side and you want to get into it, you still can. Like all you need to do is just take that first step and you're Gucci.
And whatever age you start at, it's not just to be a good voice actor, it's to be a better communicator, it's to express yourself better. And that's a lifelong journey that you deserve to be putting time into whenever you feel that you want to.
Alright, I'm gonna end off with the venti voice. Thank you.
Yes, I love your cosplays, by the way.
All right, we've got time for 2 questions. Sir?
We could fire around it.
Hi.
You can tilt that up, you're not as the same.
You guys sort of brought this up, but I kind of want to ask something more specific in it. Has there ever been a voice actor or an actor that inspired you guys to want to like continue voice acting or to like take on a particular role?
Grey Delisle.
Billy West.
Literally Grey Delisle, but also James Arnold Taylor.
James Arnold Taylor, but also David Hayter. His performance as Snake was a big...
Great, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was great.
See, fire round, we're doing it.
Hey, this one's for Amber.
Yes.
I binged Farina's Quest this week because I knew you'd be here. And it was really touching, and I wanted to kind of speak to when you're kind of saying like creating cathartic characters, right, and emotional beats. And I kind of just wanted to like appreciate how many different sides to Farina that you were able to perform in the Quest. And I wanted to ask you, how do you dig up all those different kind of ideas of Farina without like...
Yeah.
And you're trying to avoid spoilers, so I'm trying to be...
No, thank you so much. So without going into spoilers, like, I also, no spoilers. I am bipolar, so that is something that has been my personal, like, you know, journey and stuff. So like, I feel like there are a lot of similarities with, not that Farina's bipolar, but like there's like certain emotional masking and stuff and symptoms that I think feel like are similar. So like for me, it's just like a lot of getting into the booth and tapping into my own personal experiences and crying a lot in the booth. I'm just giving everything out. I'm just like, all right, but that's what acting is like so beautiful. I feel like you can take, you know, personal experiences that you've had, whether it be like, you know, traumatic or, you know, also please, like if anybody's going through anything, go to therapy. Therapy is amazing. It has helped me so much. but like you can take something from your personal journey and you can weave it into a story for a character, and it creates art. And I think that is so, so beautiful. So I'm so happy to hear it resonated with you, and thank you.
Can we fire around these?
I'm gonna just get in trouble. I'm gonna let this one go, and
We'll go fast.
and then
We'll go
and then the young person behind is my child, and we can have a chat with them another moment. So we'll get this is our last question on the microphone.
Yeah,
You got time?
Yes.
Let's go.
What was your, if you can like change a line or like just anything that you did in the past with acting, what would you change? If you can.
Watching myself back as an adult, obviously I have lots of like little micro adjustments that I think should happen. In my intro episode, The Blind Bandit of Toph, there are a couple lines where my placement just isn't set. I wasn't really putting on a voice, I was just kind of sitting into more of like a tomboy cadence as opposed to being like more girly, I guess. But I feel like a couple of my lines were a little warbled. Like maybe I was a little too in my throat, or I wasn't like supporting enough, so I can hear that in the recording, and I'm like, "Ugh." I just wish it was like a little, whenever she's explaining, I think she was like, since I was born blind, like I've always something, and part of that line is like, since I was born blind, like it was just a little, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, it's like a very tiny.
You were
tiny thing.
11. You could be really kind with that young performer that was really working hard.
Yeah, no. So there's a couple things early on where I wish I was a little bit more supported in my delivery of the line, because I just feel like it was sitting a little too far back in my throat. And then like later on in the show, I was projecting more, so it didn't sound like that. So it's just a little inconsistent.
I'm from Ohio originally, and I did not know that we have an intrusive L sometimes. So some of my early stuff, whenever I would say the word both, it'd be both. Both of us are going to the store. There's an L in there.
I'm very, very, very self-critical of my work, so my answer to that question is basically every single line that I've ever done. Like, I think that every line could be improved because, like, you know, perfection is something that we can always, always, always strive towards but never achieve. I mean, my first lead in an anime was Neku in The World Ends With You, the animation, and there are so many lines in that I wish I could time travel back and be like, I need to do this better because I love this game so much. Yeah, just all of them, I guess, is my answer.
Actors mature, and they look back with that and they go, in hindsight, I would have loved to have been me now, way back then, but of course it is what it is, and it's part of it, and it's fine. We grow and we change and we try harder next time.
Thank you so much. I just want to say that you're all really pretty.
Yes, I'm so happy.
All right.
Hello.
This one's for Amber.
Oh yes, what is your question?
How do you feel to be like such an elegant, pretty character?
Oh, well, thank you so much for thinking I am not only elegant but pretty, and I hope we can have a tea party together, and you'll wear a beautiful dress and I'll wear a dress, and then we can have cake and tea, and you are so, so adorable, and thank you. It feels pretty great. Thank you, yes. Okay, amazing. Excellent. Aww.
Well, I'd like to thank all of our wonderful audience questions, and for all of you to come and help make our guests feel so welcome. Please do thank all of them when I have finished saying their names. We've got Michaela and Amber and Ben. Welcome to OdaFest. Welcome to Calgary. And thank you for your work and your friendship. Thank you, OdaFest. We'll see you soon. Thank you.